Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Maya and you guys saw the title of today's video. Yes, we are going to be talking about, the woman's side of sexuality and sexual pleasure and all of this. However, there's a deeper component to this video that I really want you guys to notice and really feel into, because I do believe in our society today. I've made so many videos about this, you guys, but I really need to highlight what's happening. A woman's sexuality in our society today is really being glamorized in a sense and almost profited off of, not only when it comes to both women and men, but also the fracturing of a person's soul. Now, yes, we all have free will to choose whatever we want to do with our sexuality, and I'm not here to judge, shame, or disown anyone who, you're a human being and you have free will to choose whatever you want. However, I do think the importance of really understanding the deeper levels of a woman's sexuality can assist the men in understanding her deeper desires, and for you guys to actually have great chemistry in the bedroom, as well as build intimacy outside of the bedroom, because intimacy for a man may look like sex and physical touch and all of this, but intimacy for a woman isn't really about the physical stuff. It's about seeing her. It's about experiencing her. It's about understanding her and listening to her and communicating with her and creating that deeper emotional bond that really allows a woman to get turned on by you. So if you guys are intrigued this far, stay to the end of today's video. And before we get into it, hit the subscribe button. It means a lot. And let's dive deeper into the rest of today's video. Now, to start this discussion, I first want to ask you guys a question. How do you as a man view woman sexuality, or how women experience sex? Now, I know you're not a woman, so you don't fully understand, but what is your belief system around female sexuality? Is it everything that you've been programmed to know from porn, or the over-sexualization of the female body? A woman is far greater than what the media perceives her as. A woman isn't just her body. A woman isn't just a pretty face or, a piece of meat. Being a woman and knowing her own sexuality is a woman of extreme power. And I say this because when a person is using their sexuality in a way that's actually harming others as well as themselves, and this could look like, all the Instagram baddies you see online that get your attention and perhaps distract you. It's also harming her in the sense of she will not have the opportunity to be validated within her own sense of self. Being over-attached to your body, whether you're a man or a woman, you're discounting the rest. And the rest of the equation is really the recipe to experience that sacred sexuality that has been lost in today's culture. And I do believe we're distracted more than ever just by the very power of what sexuality is. And sexuality is creative energy, and within creative energy, all of your potentials lie. I want you guys to notice this society today. What's happening out here? When you look at Instagram, are you bombarded by women showcasing themselves half naked? Do you find the urge to look up all of these sexual things about a woman in order to please yourself? And by you doing that, how attracted are you to actually real life women on the street? And I'm saying this now because it's very important. The very thing I want men to know most about this video today, and the secret that a woman wants you to know, is she doesn't want you to have sex with her just because she's pretty or just because she's hot. Because truthfully, that kind of sex isn't even that satisfying when you're doing it just for a hookup or you're doing it for a one-night stand. Truthfully, what a woman wants is that deeper emotional bond to you. And how is that created? By the truth. The truth of what you're wanting and what she's wanting, and being on the same page. A lot of women find themselves in sexual relationships with a man, whether it's a short-term fling or hopefully a long-term thing. Women are having sex to kind of seal the deal with a man. A lot of women are programmed to believe the more you show, the more you give to a man when it comes to her body, the more likely that man will fall for her. And it's actually quite the opposite. One thing I've learned about men is The desire to seek out beauty and to appreciate beauty is hardwired within all of us. But when you allow that man to not even have that chase, the chase of desire, the excitement after the sex is going to dwindle away faster than you guys getting in the bedroom in the first place. A man to truly invest in a woman is a woman allowing that man to chase. And not this prolonged time, but that initial thing is very exciting for not only men, but women. That chase, the feeling of being desired for a woman is everything. And that's her turn on. When a man can wholeheartedly decide that he wants her and shows her that in the subtle ways of making the dates or doing things romantic, physical touch, and deepening your bond, that's the type of sex that women are actually going to be able to surrender to you. Women need emotional safety in order for her to open in the most satisfying ways. And I think women are taught to, regardless if the sex is good or not, pretend like it is so the man feels like the man. But in that exchange, the woman is not entering her pleasure. And I think pleasure is something that if we don't have true understanding of the type of pleasure that we seek in our relationships and in our life, we're always going to be distracted or persuaded by another person's. For a woman, it's really, really significant and it's very impactful when a man doesn't need to have sex with her right away and you showing her that. And listen, every single woman's different. A lot of women just want to have sex, and they can get off by that. And whether that's true or not for them, I do believe it is an innate desire for us women to be fully chosen by a man. And for the women who don't agree with this, that's fine. I do believe it's a part of femininity, and it's a beautiful part of femininity. It's not opening to anyone and everyone. Having a degree of self-respect first comes by respecting your internal and external. And I think for a woman, her internal home really and truthfully is the deepest part of her intimacy. Is truthfully the most beautiful part of the woman. But when you're over-attached to her physical, you're locked out of her internal home and you're only experiencing half of her. So if men can really master self-control over your urges, your energy, your sexuality, your decisions, and the choices you make that will determine your choice of partner, the choice of sex you have, and also this life itself, you will begin to master not only having great sex, understanding the gift you have as a man to offer a woman a connective, sacred, sexual experience that can truthfully leave an enormous impact after the act itself. When a woman has experienced her full self open to you, but actually it's an opening to her in the act of you guys uniting in that way, it's this harmonious exchange of being seen, felt, heard, experienced by another. And by experiencing each other in that way, in an intentional way, that's when her freaky side can come online. That's when you guys can discuss in a safe way the different types of sex you actually want to experience without being ashamed by it and getting on the same page. When two people are on the same page while entering the bedroom, you will experience similar energetic exchanges. But I do believe, in truth, we as a society today are not really exposed to sacred sexuality. We're more so exposed to the type of sexuality that is coming from a fracturing off of the soul. And that's why women are overly provocative. And that's why you see all these baddies on Instagram. It's because you like what you see. And by you liking what you see on the external, you're over-identifying your sexual pleasure to something that you're not even having sex with. Yes, it may look like you're having sex with the physical body. And yes, there's truth to that. But sex is so much deeper than that. And the secret I want you guys to leave with today is, in order for you guys to experience the best sex you can, you must first and foremost be in a state of receiving. Receiving the gift and the wonder of what a woman can offer you in the bedroom when you take the time and create intentionality and the deepest desire you have for that woman in order for her to engage in the most pleasurable ways for her and you and your guys' intertwined experience in the energetic, in the physical, in the mental, the emotional, to really unite and heal through sex. Sex is powerful. So to put it simply, a woman truthfully desires to be desired, deeply desired, chosen, and for her to submit to a man who has shown her that he is capable of taking lead in the bedroom as well as his own life. And that's the importance of not getting in the bedroom right away with a woman. You guys are killing the excitement. Allow it to kind of build. The buildup is the most exciting, pleasurable part anyways for a woman, and I truthfully believe for a man too. So I hope today's video could give you a fresh perspective on, how a woman views sex and sexuality, as well as the deeper components that are at play when it comes to what sex is in a modern culture. So if you guys like today's video, give it a like, hit the subscribe button, and if you guys are wanting any one-on-one coaching with me, my email is down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.